Hello, spiritual leaders. This is Dr. Mayford from Zero X Asset Protocol, and today I will be presenting you guys with an overall update with what happened over the course of the week. So, for those of you who are still confused or lost, I will make sure to break down everything from A to Z, and it all started with the announcement of this proposal. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with that, I will make sure to provide the proposal link in the description of the video below. So all you will have to do is simply copy and paste the URL in your browser in order for it to pop. Or, since I always encourage you guys to use the Dapp of the protocol because it has all the resources that you need in terms of research. So what you can do is simply press on more, click on governance, and this is where you are able to read the proposal that has been voted on. And also you'll be able to check future proposal that will be posted in here. So moving on, this all happened on March 30 when it first got proposed. We had one day to discuss and digest the idea, which was implementing a new mechanism on the protocol, which we will get onto later on. So March 31 was the voting, and it ended on April 1st, ruling in favor of the new mechanism. So it took around 2 days to implement the new changes, and now everything went live. So to understand what happened in terms of development and what changed, you must be familiar with the old mechanism. Alright? So, before, staked asset gave you ES asset emissions, and locked asset gave you ES asset emissions plus the revenue that was generated by the protocol in the form of wrapped, liquid, staked ETH. And you needed 2x of staked or locked asset in order to vest X amount of ES asset that was linearly distributed over the course of 30 days. So, what the new mechanism has proposed and that has already been updated is staked asset will now earn the revenue generated by the protocol, as always in the form of wrapped liquid state ETH, and locked asset will only earn ES asset emissions for now. So if we want to translate this over the Dapp, so in terms of restructuring, nothing has changed if you have watched my previous videos of the tutorial on exploring the Dapp. So staking hasn't changed, locking hasn't changed. It's basically just a shift of the distribution of rewards. So if you want to stake, staking asset will give you wrapped liquid stake ETH. And this is the current APR at the present moment while I am creating this video. And if you want to lock asset, you are entitled in earning the emissions that the protocol is offering in the form of ES asset. Now, as always, the APR that you are going to get will be determined based on the duration of the lock that you choose. So minimum APR means I am locking for the minimum duration. The higher the lock, the higher the yield. So locking for 1 year means I am entitled in earning the max APR currently being offered. As simple as that. And now, regarding locking, nothing has changed yet in terms that you are not able to create two different positions for two different time locks. So we've already went down with it in our previous video. So locking for 3 months mean I cannot lock anymore for less. So in case I want to add to my position, I can either extend the lock again for 3 months, or I am able to increase it for more. In that case, if I had my initial lock position for 3 months, I can either extend it for 3 again or lock for 6 or 1 year. All right. Now, in terms of vesting, previously, as we have mentioned, it was stake or lock that would determine how much you would be able to vest. Now, it's locked asset only that will determine how much ES asset you are able to linearly vest. And the period has changed from 30 days to 60 days. If you want to translate that in here, this means if I have a locked position I have a locked position of one asset, all right? That position has generated me 0.5 ES asset rewards. I can claim those rewards if I want to vest them, and in case I want to do so, I will be able to deposit them in here. Now, locked asset is showing 0 here because I don't have anything locked. So once I am locking, those numbers will automatically be calculated for me. So if I have one asset locked, given the example, this means I will be able to max vest 0.5 ES asset. Alright, as simple as that. And it will be linearly distributed over the course of 60 days. The withdrawal function hasn't changed. In case I want to stop vesting, I am able to do that by withdrawing from the vesting pool. Now, there's one thing I want you to pay attention for is legacy ES asset pool. Basically, this was the old pool based on the old mechanism. So, in case you still have anything deposited in here, I highly encourage you to withdraw because that pool is not functioning anymore. So once you withdraw, you are able to deposit them in the new pool, and of course you need locked asset to be able to vest your ES asset rewards. Alright? Now, previously we have mentioned and talked about bonding. So, as I said, once you bond, you will be able to claim your payout asset, which is asset token, after 1 day and 12 hours, since there's a vesting term. So once you bond, you'll be able to claim them on the vesting page. Now, this was everything related to the proposal and the implementation of the new mechanism. Now, there are some people who may have facing like a sort of disruptive APR. That's because the front end of the Dapp hasn't been up to date for them based on the new changes. So they can as simply as claim their rewards and they will automatically have the correct percentage. All right? Now, what I would like to add is the protocol has deployed its liquidity on Uniswap v3. So now you have the option to swap in or out either on Camelot or Uniswap. So one thing Dev have done to facilitate the whole experience for us is the fact that they have added meta aggregators for us to be able to know where would be the best place for us to swap. What I mean by that is, once you click on the Paraswap link, you are able to determine which DEX will be the best for you based on the position that you are allocating, whether you are swapping in or swapping out. All right? It will, the data, basically the algorithm will forecast you which one is the best in terms of the best price you are going to get from your asset, how much you are going to get, and the fees that you are going to pay. All you have to do is simply connect your wallet and it will route the transaction for you. That's pretty much everything. Even though I have broke it down, I repeat that I encourage you to sit down and read the proposal. All right? That's pretty much everything that I can wrap my head around in terms of changes and development. And I hope that video provided a bit of value and understanding for you guys. And I hope that I'll be able to see you into the next one. Thank you for watching.